What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, guys. So my name is Alex. I own a 2020 Dodge Challenger GT, and today I'm going to be doing my 1-year review on owning the car. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the mods that I've done to the car yet. I'm not going to be talking about, all the mods that I have planned for this car, but I am going to be talking to you guys about, what it's like driving this car on the daily, because I do daily drive the car to work, to the gym, to the grocery store. I do take the car every single place that I go. This is my daily driver. This is the only car that I own. So I could have went and bought a Scat Pack. I'm in a place financially where I can afford that. But what made me really pick this car, the V6, was just everything else on it that you can do as far as modifications. Now, the car is 2020 Dodge Challenger 50th anniversary. So it has the 50th anniversary badge. It comes two-tone, so it comes with a cinnamon stick color with a matte trunk, matte top, matte trunk, and it also comes with some chrome wheels, but I did swap those out, put some black wheels, put the aftermarket white body kit, put the spoiler wicker spoiler bill. But like I said, I am going to be talking about the mods in another video. All right, so what is like daily driving a Challenger V6? So the V6 is super practical as far as it comes to gas. If you are going to be dailying it every day, to work, to the gym. So I currently live in Alabama, and in Alabama, everything and every place that you go to, everything is going to be 30-40 minutes away, especially where I live in Huntsville, Alabama. So you have little cities spread out throughout the whole county. So you have Madison, you have Hartselle, you just have a whole lot of different cities in one county, which makes it a little bit harder to get to places because you have to drive a little bit further. So for instance, my gym, from my house to the gym, is about 20 minutes, and that's if there's no traffic. If it's traffic, it's going to take me about 30-35 minutes, because traffic here does get super bad. But anyways, I'm just ranting out about nonsense. But what it's like daily driving the Challenger V6. So this car is an absolutely badass car to own. The gas mileage is awesome. It's a head turner everywhere that I drive the car, that I take the car. People usually like to take a look at it and see the mods that I've done to it, or just look at it in general, because it is a Challenger. So you get a lot of looks when you drive this car, especially after the mods that I've done to the car. Another thing is what it's like daily driving a Challenger, what it's like owning a Challenger. Everywhere that you go, if there's another sports car there, they're gonna try to race you. It's just a given, bro. If you take it anywhere, somebody is always trying to race you. Especially, I don't know why, but especially it's always like Honda Civics, Malibus, Corollas, all the shitty cars that you don't want to race always try to race you. So that's one thing. If you are going to be getting a Challenger, that's one thing to expect, is everybody is always going to try to race you. I at least get approached by not approached personally, but on the streets when I'm driving the car, I get approached by at least 2 to 3 cars every single day, especially fast cars like Mustangs, Camaros that are pretty fast. They'll get up next to me and they'll want to try to race, and I'm like, bro, I'm just in the V6. You're obviously going to smoke me, but fuck it, I still go for it. And it's it's not bad. As far as like the V6 goes, it has a Pentastar engine. The engine is super good on this car. I've had no problems on it. I've done the oil change. I've kept up with all the maintenance in the car, and the car has performed super good. I do drive the fuck out of this car. I like to turn hard on the corners. I like to speed on the highway. I know it's not legal, do not do it, but when you own a car like this, it's pretty fun to just put your foot down and let the car rip for a little bit. But like I said, on the next mods, I'm going to be doing upgrade mods of what I want to do to the car later in another video. I'll also give you guys a point of view of driving the car, daily driving the car. I'll show you the interior, I'll show you all the mods that I've done to the car. But in this video, I just want to show you guys, I don't know if you hear it, but there's a car passing by revving. They see me, you hear it? But yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys all the mods that I want to do to the car. I want to show you guys a point of view of driving the car. That way, when I take you guys on a little cruise, you can see that people are always going to try to race you when you're in a Challenger. So what it's like owning the Dodge Challenger. It's a complete badass car. If you want your money's worth for buying a sports car, but you don't want to break the bank, get yourself a Dodge Challenger. The first thing about it, if you've never been in this car, the first thing that you're gonna notice is the car is super heavy. The car drives like a truck, it turns like a truck. So anywhere that you were used to, you know, turning, as far as like the turning radius or just turning on the corner, the car just feels super heavy, and you have to be really, really careful on little tight turns because you're gonna get, you know, that wheel curb rash. And that was one of the first things that happened to me when I did get the car. I went to a Starbucks, I was turning, and I just heard my wheel just scratching, bro, and it tore me apart in the inside. But I learned right away that you have to be more careful when you're driving these cars because the turning radius fucking sucks. It drives like a truck, like I said. That's why they call them boats, because they drive like big ass, you know, full-size trucks. The car is super heavy. It's a lot heavier than your other, you know, typical car. So if you're used to driving, you know, a Corolla, an Impala, something like that, right away you're gonna have to get used to the weight of the car. It is a very heavy car. That's one of the first things that I noticed when I got this car. It was just extremely heavy. I've never felt, you know, a car feel so hard to turn, hard to park, but you get used to it right away. Another thing that I noticed about the car is there's a lot of space inside. If you feel like sports cars in general don't have space, these cars are absolutely phenomenal as far as space. If you're 6'3", 6'5", so I'm 5'5", so I don't have a problem, you know, with getting into or out of cars. But I know a lot of people that are tall struggle with cars, especially if they want to get a sports car. Some people struggle with cars. So if you are thinking about getting a car, a Challenger is phenomenal as far as space goes. The trunk is awesome. You can fit a lot of things in there. If you want to go to the grocery store and you're, you know, afraid that you're not going to be able to fit a lot of things in your sports car, Challengers are amazing as far as storage goes. Gas mileage. So the gas mileage on this car is amazing. I usually get about 22 gallons, miles per gallon. So it does great. But the way that I drive the car, I do have to pump gas about every, you know, 4 to 5 days, just really depending on how I'm driving that week. But it's usually about 30-40 bucks. I never let my car get under half a tank. So once my car is at half tank level, that's usually when I like to fill it up. And it's usually like 30-25 bucks, especially because the gas here is starting to go down a little bit. But I do, you know, pump 25 to 30 bucks and that fills it right back up. So the gas mileage on this is amazing. As far as insurance goes, insurance is, it's not high, but it's not cheap. I'll show you guys in another video how much I pay for insurance, but insurance is not unattainable on this car. You're gonna be paying similar to like if you're driving a truck, something like an F-150. So the insurance is not, you know, that crazy. But as far as everything else, looks, drivability, gas mileage, this car is awesome, guys. If you guys are thinking about getting a Dodge Challenger and you're on the fence of, you know, choosing between a Mustang, choosing between a Camaro, Dodge Challenger V6, these cars are amazing. You're never gonna have any troubles with the engine, because the 3.6 Pentastar is an amazing engine that comes with the Dodge Challenger. So right off the bat you get about 305, 310 horsepower with that engine. So if you do want to modify it, you want to make it faster, you can, you know, get it up to 500. Anything after that, you're gonna have to start changing, you know, like the tranny. You're gonna have to put a built motor. You're gonna have to do a lot of things to the car to make it a lot faster than a 500 horsepower. But as far as the car goes, it drives amazing. It's a badass daily driver. It saves good money on the gas. It doesn't break the bank as far as like the payments go for the monthly payments of the car or the monthly payments on the insurance. So if you guys are thinking about getting a Challenger, 100% guarantee that you'll be happy and satisfied with this car. So guys, until the next one, I will catch you guys on the next video. And on the next video, I'll show you guys the mods that I've done to the car and the mods that I have planned for this car. So until the next one, I will catch you guys later. Peace.